What if I told you that you can make $100,000 in your first year as a real estate agent? Well, I did it, and in this video, I will show you exactly how. Before joining real estate, I was a banking advisor and I was struggling to save money. When I took the leap into real estate and made that $100,000. In this video, I will share the exact strategies I used, the mistakes I made, and how you can avoid them. So let's begin. When I was a banking advisor, I was working long hours but was barely saving any money. I knew that I needed a change, and that's when I took the risk, got my real estate license, and went into real estate full time with no experience and no idea what I was doing. But I was determined to figure it out. And fast forward to the end of the first year, in just about 8 to 9 months, I had crossed that $100,000 mark, and here's how I did it. When I first started, I didn't have a fancy marketing budget or a huge network. I was just like you, starting from zero. But I had just one thing, a willingness to learn and to work hard, and that made all the difference. The number one thing that helped me make 100K in my first year was social media and having the latest market knowledge. Let me break it down for you. I started posting consistently on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and I just did not post pretty pictures of houses, but I shared valuable information. I gathered information about all the surrounding areas in my city, like the neighborhood highlights, the price trends, the school ratings. This way, I had an edge over other agents because clients trusted me as the person who knew everything about the market and not just posting sold stickers online. For example, I would post things like, here's why this neighborhood is best for young families, or these are the top 3 things to consider before buying a home. These videos were helpful and actionable. This built trust in the clients, and that's why they started seeing me as the go-to agent in my area. Here is a pro tip. Don't just sell, provide value. When you share content that provides valuable information, people will definitely reach out to you when they're ready to buy or sell. For example, I posted market updates, the behind the scenes videos of properties, and tips on buying your first home. These types of videos build credibility, you show your personality, and people start trusting you more. People just started reaching out to me because they believed that I had all the necessary market information and I could guide them throughout the process. And it was not just about posting, it was all about consistency, because I posted each day in a week even when I did not feel like doing it. And with time, that paid off. My followers grew and so did my leads. Now let's talk about the challenges. The biggest mistake I made early on was not following up with leads. I was so obsessed and focused on social media that I did not follow up with potential clients, and this way I lost so many big opportunities. It was a tough lesson, but at the end of the day, it taught me the importance of having a follow-up and CRM system. For example, there was a client who reached out to me and we had a great conversation over the phone call, and I was pretty sure that he is gonna buy a home with me. But 2 weeks later, I found out that they had bought a home with another agent, and that was a wake-up call for me. And that's when I realized that I need to have a proper CRM system to manage my leads. Now I use a CRM system to track every lead, follow up with potential clients, and never let a person slip through the cracks. If you are new to real estate, learn from my mistake. Invest in a good CRM system early on. It doesn't have to be expensive. There are multiple affordable options out there which you can choose. But having a system to manage your leads is crucial for your success. Here is the biggest mistake that the new agents make. They think that they need to work for 6 months before they get a deal. That is not true. You can get a deal within the first 2 weeks if you have the right guidance and support. I got my first deal in the first month because rather than focusing on making the deal, I focused more on making relationships and providing value. I didn't just wait for clients to come to me. I went out and got the clients. For example, I reached out to all of my family, friends, and past colleagues to let them know that I am in real estate. I did not push them to buy or sell. I just let them know that if they need anything, I'm there to help. And one of those connections turned into one of my first few deals. If you are new to real estate, don't wait. Find a mentor, join a brokerage, and take action. The sooner you start, the sooner you will see results. The best part about this job is not the money, it's the people. When I hand over the keys to a buyer to their new home, that excitement and happiness in their eyes makes me feel accomplished. All the showings, the long drives, the emotional ups and downs, the mortgage complications, everything pays off in that moment. And that is when I realized that I played a vital role in someone's life. One of my clients, she was a single mom who had been renting for years and had dreamed of owning her own home for her kids, but didn't think it was possible. We worked together, we found the perfect home for her, and when I handed over the keys to her, she said, "Thank you for making my dream come true." And that is when I realized that I played a vital role in somebody's life. And that's the kind of impact you can have in this business. In real estate, we are not just selling houses, we are not just making money. We are also helping people to make their dreams come true. And that's what keeps me pushing each day. If you are ready to start your real estate journey, comment below with your biggest challenge and I will help you out. Follow this page for more tips and subscribe for consistent videos on how to grow your real estate business. And remember that $100,000 is closer than you think. See you in the next video.